Hi everyone! I thought today I would run through a consolidated list of mostly things I've discovered or fallen in love with in the past 2 to 3 months, you know, July, August, September. Let's start with skincare. Skin Inc. We've got this Pure Trinity Serum-Infused Cleansing Oil. So if you can see, there are 3 layers of liquid in here. So there's a layer of like a moisturizing glycerin-based fluid, and then there's a cleansing oil, and then there's a serum. You just shake it up, pump out a few pumps, massage it all over your face to break down your makeup, and then you rinse it away. Sometimes I'll double cleanse with this, so I will remove my makeup, pat my face dry, and then go in with a few more pumps just to massage and get the pores really clean. I particularly like this, not just because it's infused with serum and skincare benefits, but also because it actually doesn't feel as greasy or as oily. I know it sounds a bit weird because it's a cleansing oil, but it feels less greasy than most cleansing oils. Sunday Riley CEO Rapid Flash Brightening Serum. I always use a vitamin C serum in the morning under my makeup and skincare and everything. And what I like about this is, besides having 15% vitamin C, which is almost as high as you can safely go, they use a special form called THD ascorbate. This is not only stable, it is also oil soluble, which is very, very rare. Some of you may not know that if you apply vitamin C serums and then there's oil on your face, or you're using creamy products after that, it can actually inhibit absorption of the vitamin C into your skin. THD ascorbate is pretty much the only vitamin C derivative that is oil soluble. If you use face oils or heavier creams and you have dry skin, or even sunblock, it will not inhibit absorption. So this is a win. One last skincare product that I was debating adding into this list because it's pretty new to me is Chantecaille's Gold Recovery Mask. This is just more of a pure luxe pampering item. It's not something that I use every day. It contains real gold. Comes with, you know, its own gold spoon, really heavy, and you just scoop a little out and apply it on dry areas. For me, I will tend to apply it on forehead and around the eyes where I'm really dry, and then sometimes down the neck as well. And it just feels so good. It smells like roses. I didn't read many claims about this product. What I observe is just that it really fills out and plumps out fine little dehydration lines very quickly, and it's great before a big occasion when you need to apply makeup. And what I'll do is just leave it on for maybe 10-15 minutes and then blot away any excess shine before I go in with makeup. Next, the only hair product that I've fallen in love with recently is the Loreal Colorista Washout. These are sort of temporary hair colors or tints, and it's designed for use on bleached hair. So if you have dark hair, it's not going to work. If you have bleached sections, you can actually tint it to different colors with these. I saw a few horror stories where people had like green hair after using the blue version of this. I haven't tried that. I have no intention of trying it. The shade that I love is called Dirty Pink, because I recently dyed my hair sort of like a strawberry coppery red. You know, after you wash your hair a few times, red pigments sort of wash out and your hair gets kind of brassy and bronzy. To avoid that orange sort of tone, I actually like using the pink. So it adds back sort of like strawberry tone without taking away the copperiness, if that makes sense. Onto 2 scent products. Juliet Has a Gun. I love this brand because they have such a cute aesthetic with actually really nice scents. This brand uses a lot of synthetics, but they use it pretty well. And Sunny Side Up is, well, the official notes are jasmine, sandalwood and vanilla. So it's a very cozy scent, but it's not heavy at all. Skin sweet, not sugary sweet. It's soft, And it's clean, but it's also sweet and cozy and huggable, which makes it perfect as a year-round scent. And I love sandalwood incense, so this was like a no-brainer for me when it launched. Look at the bottle, it's so cute. The next is a body spray, LUSH's Twilight. If you have not smelled this, I highly suggest you go and take a sniff. What I do is use it as a bedtime scent. I will go in the bedroom, spritz it twice around the bed, go off, brush my teeth, wash my face, and when I come back, the whole room smells like lavender marshmallows. What I like about LUSH is they use a lot of natural essential oils in the product, so it's very soothing, it's very calming, it just makes you happy when you curl up in bed. You have to smell this. Finally, we move on to makeup. 2 foundations, one high-end, one affordable. The first is the YSL All Hours Stick Foundation. My shade is B20, and I don't know what it is about this. I usually do not like stick foundations because I feel they stay kind of sticky and tacky on the skin. This one dries down to powder, but unlike some stick powder foundations, it doesn't grab around your pores and fine lines, and it doesn't feel too powdery. It's really hard to describe. You can tap on a little bit more as concealer if you have pretty good skin and you don't need a ton of coverage. And I think the best thing is most stick foundations don't really stay perfect for that long in my experience, and this one looks as good 8 hours later as it did when you just applied it. So the next one was another surprise hit for me because I really didn't have very high expectations for it. I don't usually go for matte long wear foundations because I have combination dry skin, so it's mostly normal with dry areas and occasional flakiness, and well, just the inner cheek and T-zone area gets slightly oily sometimes, and this is very matte. It just surprised me because it stayed on and it looked so perfect. It has a powdery touch. It's a self-setting foundation. Sometimes I can skip powder when I use this. I can trust it to stay looking really fresh and really good 4, 5, 6, 10 hours later. It's still intact. You know, some foundations will break up and cake up after you start sweating and they come into contact with oil. This one stays really good looking right up till the end of the day. It doesn't oxidize, it doesn't emphasize pores. In fact, your pores look airbrushed. At this price point, I highly suggest you take a look at this. Cheeks. Clinique came out with a few influencer collaboration shades recently, and my favorite of the lot is 19 Blush Pop. It looks like a nothing shade. It's like a whisper pink. It's so pale, it's so light, but it just builds and builds. It just looks so nice and so pretty on the skin. If you have pale to sort of light, medium skin, this would work on you. I would say if you have medium tan to deeper skins, it may not show up that well, but I think what's so nice about the Clinique Cheek Pop formulas is the colors can look soft, but as you build up with a brush, the colors intensify. So you don't always have to go for a really dark color. You can go with shades that you might find slightly too light in normal circumstances. What is also nice about these formulas is they have a tiny bit of a sheen or reflectiveness to them. It doesn't emphasize pores, it's not obvious shimmer, it just adds a soft glow. It's not a flat matte. Cannot say enough about this. On to eyes. I have one eye pencil that I've been reaching for because I'm kind of into the red burgundy wine liner right now, and cherry red is a big thing for the next few months, so this is not gonna go away. This is the shade Fine Wine. It's the Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon, and it's so smooth. Basically one stroke, intense coverage. So the thing about these highliners is they can dry out after a few months, so if you're not likely to be wearing this shade, this kind of color very often, I would stick with the basics. But of all the red and wine burgundy liners that I've tried, this is one of the most intense. And I love that it's matte, because matte eye pencils are more color true. Sometimes if you use metallic, it can come off a little bit soft or not as pigmented on the eyes. And I'm wearing it today as well. Both of them are by Anastasia Beverly Hills. One is a matte shade called Buon Fresco. This one also makes an appearance in the Modern Renaissance palette, so if you have that, you don't need to buy the single. I just love it because it's that sort of taupey grey brown shade with a little bit of a pinky lilac undertone to it, so it looks great in the socket as a transition color or just a soft shading color in the crease area, but it doesn't stand out. It goes with a lot of eyeshadow shades that I like. So think of Urban Decay Naked 3 kinds of colors, like blush, browns, nudes with a little bit of a rosy pinky undertone. This is fantastic. The other shade that I really love is Pink Champagne. It's just such a unique color. It's a very metallic color. So let me swatch it here for you. It almost looks like a glitter shade, but it's not. It's just a metallic. And can you see the shine there? It looks gorgeous all over the main part of the lid because it catches the light, and you can see it's one of those high contrast colors that looks really pale when it hits the light, and then also kind of smoky when it's in the shade. So you apply one color and it looks like you applied 2 or 3 shades on your eye. Lazy girl shadow. For me, I don't tend to go for very warm neutrals because it tends to make me look a little bit sallow and washed out. So I very much prefer those with a tiny bit of pink in there, and I just find it very flattering for a lot of skin tones. Okay, lips. There are 2 liners and 1 lip product that I've just been reaching for continually. One is Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in Bow and Arrow. I love this because it's a very close match to Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Liner, and that one is not only very pricey but also a little bit hard to get in Singapore without shipping from abroad. So if you're looking for a sort of alternative, it's not exactly the same, but if you're looking for an alternative, this is a very good shade. It's a great neutral shade to use both for lining and as a base all over the entire lip. Another nude pencil, nude-ish pencil is Etude House Soft Touch Auto Lip Liner number 1. This is a slightly rosier alternative to Bow and Arrow. It's got a pinky hue, so it kind of looks like just really healthy lips. When you blend it out, it's got that pinky mauvey sort of undertone, a little bit like MAC Meher lipstick, and it just gives a nice flush. Sometimes when I'm pressed for time, I'll just apply a little lip balm, thin coat of lip balm on the lips, and then just run this all over the surface of the lips and just do this. And it looks like, you know, you just have nice, healthy, rosy lips, but it doesn't look like obvious color. This NYX Powder Puff Lippy in Squad Goals. This is PPL04. This is a shade I keep in my bag because, you know, I'm just one of those weird people who change their lip color in the middle of the day. If I'll put on something in the morning and then I'll decide 2 hours later I don't like how it looks, then this is something I whip out. I always have these backup colors in my bag, sort of rosy, soft, neutral, but a little bit more pink. It goes with pretty much any eye look. It's neutral enough, but has a touch of rosiness, so you look healthier. I can't do straight browns most of the time. It's very draining and very severe looking on me, and this sort of shade is perfect. Last but not least is a tool which you've seen show up on my channel quite a lot, the MAC Oval 6. I personally don't see a point buying Artis brushes which cost so much more when the founder of Artis created these in MAC before leaving. So if you are kind of fascinated by those brushes, how seamless and how fast they blend, you might want to check out the MAC oval brushes before investing in an Artis one. That's it for my July to September favorites. As always, everything that I'm wearing will be listed in the description box below. Thank you for sharing your time with me, and I'll see you in the next video.